it took about 4 weeks, so hopefully this nostalgia hit's worth it. Hey guys, welcome to Card Corner, or Collectibles Corner, or whatever it is I'm calling the channel these days. I should probably know that. Today I'm just doing a Troll and Toad mail opening video. And as you can see here, I've had a bloody nightmare trying to remove my address from the front there. There's some interesting stuff in here. There's some stuff for the Pokemon card game, which I no longer need, because I also bought Pokemon Deck Builders Toolkit a while back. I've sort of missed the boat to do an on-time opening for this, but I'm trying to get good lighting, so, I've got that in the pipeline. I'll be trying to open that for you guys at some time soon. But yeah, for now, we've just got, like, a couple of Pokemon cards, just, like, staples and stuff that I need. And mostly, what we've got in here is some classic Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So if you are a classic Yu-Gi-Oh fan like me, sit back and enjoy the nostalgia trip. So essentially what it is going on with this is, I mean, even when I was little, like, all I wanted to do was collect all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards that were out at the time. And then as I grew up, that sort of came into becoming, like, that sort of became a desire to collect all of the OCG imports we'd never got here at the start of the game. And, Speed Deals has done a wonderful job to get some of those. I never really stopped collecting them. So that's what this is here today. We're just opening a bunch of stuff now. We'll start with the Pokemon stuff, because that's less interesting. There actually is quite a bit here, because there's a fair bit of stuff from my brother as well, which I won't spend too much time on. So first of all, I'll just say my brother is making a Phalanx deck. So some of the stuff is for that. So you got Counter Gain for that. I think these Acrobikes are mine. Oh no, wait. I think it's 4 Acrobikes each. We got 8 Acrobikes there. We got 4 Professor's Research. Ordered these before I knew about the toolkit. Largely pointless now, but it's good to have. So it's probably someone will need it. Karate Belt, Martial Arts Dojos there. Erica's Hospitality. I can't remember if these are mine or his. I think he's got them, so I think they're for me. This Fion, which is actually insane. I play a Water Blastoise and Piplup GX deck, and this card's actually really good. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may have your opponent switch their active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon. If you do, discard all Pokemon attached to this and put it on the bottom of your deck. It's like, oh, what's all that in my hand? That's all a Sharpie from trying to cover up my my address. It's like having a much better version of Volcanion Prism Star that also recycles itself. It's like having a soft boss's orders that also recycles itself, so that's cool. There's 2 great catches for him, 2 Rotten Bike for me, 2 Ordinary Rod for me, and a Hollow Frostmoth. Now again, I play a water deck, so yeah, gonna need that guy. The holographic on this is awesome, absolutely love it. Couple of beads for him, couple of air balloons for me, and that's everything out of the first brick. Okay, so I took a little bit of a break there to try and get some of that pen off my hands. Most of it's come off. It's definitely dry now, so that's good. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, this Troll and Toad order took ages to come. Global pandemic and already 3-week shipping time, although it's usually faster with cards. Definitely made this sort of suck a lot more. It took about 4 weeks, so hopefully this nostalgia hit's worth it. We've got a few more Pokemon cards to go through first. Oh, and yeah, there's a couple of Magic cards in there as well we'll get into. So, first of all, it's 2 Sonya for me. This seemed like a good idea at the time, but I don't know if I'm even going to play it now, which is the story of my life with this Blastoise and Piplup deck. I just keep buying more supporters that I don't end up using. But yeah, it's better to have them and not need them, I guess. We've got a couple of Magic cards here. I did have more. I ordered in Necromancer's Covenant for my Mummy deck, but got cancelled. They were out of stock from the one buyer, but not from the 16 other buyers. But obviously the way Troll and Toad works, if they're out of stock from the buyer you order it from, they can't confirm that it is exactly what you want from a different seller, so they just cancel it. So that sucks, but yeah, we'll order that next time. First we have Warkite Marauder. This is from my pirate deck. Whenever Warkite Marauder attacks target creature defending player controls, loses all abilities and has base power and toughness 0/1 until end of turn. It's a really good card. Obviously he's flying as well, which is good for a pirate. A good flying pirate is very, very rare indeed. Cross's Charm is a cool card. That's the correct colours for pirates. Choose one, return target permanent to its owner's hand, or destroy target non-black creature and it can't be regenerated, or destroy target artifact. It does have a little scrape across the box, across the text box there, which kind of sucks, but never mind. And we've got a Sacred Cat token, again, for my mummy deck. So now we'll get into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Nostalgia hits. So the first card you may have seen there, tried to hide it, but I was a bit slow. It's a Japanese Muyan Curry, and this is the simple reason why I ordered this in Japanese. I would rather have these nostalgic cards in Japanese, etc. And I mean, arguably, I'd prefer to have it anyway because this whole collection's based off Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, and obviously the Japanese cards from back then were more in style with Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. But yeah, we've got Muyan Curry there. Very expensive card in the TCG, but I think this was like $2 in the Japanese, so you know, it was just a logical thing to get. It's a very cool card there. Of course, it looks fake as hell with the Japanese print because it's just so smooth, but yeah. Next, we've got Key Mace. Now, this one worried me for a second because, again, I thought this was a very expensive card. But luckily, it got a random reprint in a turbo pack. She does have a slight nick on the top, which kind of sucks. But, yeah, she was nice and cheap, which was good. We got Yamadron. This was one I couldn't confirm if I had or not. Pretty sure I didn't. Let's take them out of this packet. So, yeah, it was worth picking up. Again, a bit battered. I probably should stop buying these cards played just to save a couple of pence. Megasonic Eye. That is a good condition card from one of the McDonald's packs. Very cool card. Cosmo Queen. Now, this was my expensive card for the order. I always order myself something $10 or more each time I order from Troll and Toad now, just to treat myself to this collection. This time it was Cosmo Queen. Next time it's going to be Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. She's a gorgeous card. She's one of my favorites from back in the day. And yeah, she's just... I'm just so glad to have her right now. Let's put her in the top loader. I don't have any sleeves to hand, which kind of sucks, but we'll just put her in there for now. And we'll just leave her there. Focus back in. Let's go. Okay, next we have Zone Eater. Now, this was an accident. I do actually already have this, but that's okay because me and a couple of friends are talking about making like Duelist Kingdom character decks. We play a lot of character decks, and we also play like personal character decks where you design a character yourself. And we're thinking of doing that for Duelist Kingdom, where you have to use a certain number of really weak monsters. So if I do play the water deck in that, I can use Zone Eater in that and still have one in my collection. So that sort of works out. But yeah, it was an accident. Stone D, this is one I'm amazed I didn't already own. Card's actually called Stone Dragon, but I've always only known it as Stone D from the games. Another one from the McDonald's pack is really cool. Another one from the McDonald's pack's Practical. Again, I'm quite surprised I didn't have this already. These McDonald's pack ones are in really good condition. We've got Kaiser Dragon. Now, this is definitely a regret buy. Because, to be honest, I must have missed this in my basket because I knew damn well I already have this. So, yeah. Don't know how I managed to order that again. Flame Viper. One of those cards, one of those many cards from back in those days where it had like two very similar artworks. Was Flame Viper and Serpent Marauder, which we don't have in the TCG. Yaiba Robo. Now, this is the first one of our recent imports from Speed Duels. This was imported in the most recent Speed Duel starter decks. There was a lot of imports from there. So, yeah, we've got some cool stuff from there. Like the Shadow who controls the dark. Man, the focus is all over the place here today. He is a bit of a light print, to be fair to the camera. But he's nowhere near as light as it's showing up on the camera. Shadow who controls the dark, he's a cool one. He's kind of guy I forgot about on Forbidden Memories until I, started using Dueling Book and Dueling Network and stuff, and saw him on there. That Which Feeds on Life, another one of the same story. Really, really cool artwork. I really like this guy. It's this spooky ass guy. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of Fiend prints in this structure deck. So it kind of makes me worried for the ones that didn't quite make it into that deck. Ink on my fingers is really bothering me. It's horrible to look at. I'm very sorry about that, guys. Okay, Dark Prisoner. He's one of my favorites from back in the day. Another one from the same starter deck. Very cool card. Yep, not much more to say on him. And Shadow Specter. Now, this guy, I can't believe this guy wasn't printed at the start of the game. This guy always seemed to be, like, important on all the card games. Like, all the games they tried to make Shadow Specter, like, have some kind of decent role. Like in Forbidden Memories, he's just flying around everywhere at the start of the game. But I'm also amazed that he never got printed in that little era with sets like this actually, like Legacy of the Valiant Primal Origin, where they were just printing random OCG cards. I can't believe this didn't get printed in Shadow Specters. How did that happen? what I'm going to do with this dude, because I know where he goes, is I'm going to just pull out a sleeve, slide him in there, and we're going to put him straight into the binder. So here's the binder. I'm just using a plaggy old binder for the time being because it holds more cards. This is a 700 card sort of collection I'm going for. And it's in order of the way the cards are in Forbidden Memories. So I'm pretty sure Shadow Specter goes there, or he might go here, but I'm pretty sure he goes there. And then this is Mushroom Man, which I thought we didn't have in the TCG, but turns out we do. So yeah, I've got him on my eBay watch list as well. So yeah, got him in there. Let's carry on. So we've got Winged Cleaver. Now this is from the Weevil Underwood Speed Duels deck. There was a couple of OCG imports in there. I wasn't really expecting it. This is sort of how I found out. Me and my brother were playing the Speed Duels decks, and I sort of opened it, and I was like, whoa, look at all these dudes. So from that, we got Winged Cleaver. We got Tomosaurus from the Rex Raptor side of the deck. This was in the TCG. It was in Joy's World, but it was actually incredibly hard to find. It was very weird. A friend of mine, we nicknamed him Tomo, so he wanted to sort of collect these, but he only actually ever got one from Joy's World. We've got Big Insect from the Weevil side. We got Alan's section. And that's the end of that. We got a Weather. Or a Weather. I think it's meant to be pronounced Weather. Again, quite a light print. Actually looking lighter on the card than it is on the camera now. So it's flipped a bit. Yeah, this was a guy I really liked back in the day. You'll notice the theme. I really like the old cards. Kairyu Shin. Astonishing this didn't get printed in the original game. But at least we got it now. I know a guy who's playing like a Mako Tsunami character deck. We don't see him too often. And we thought it was a terrible idea when he suggested it to us. But, you know, he turned up like ages later after having suggested it, having made the deck. And, you know, it was actually really cool. It worked really well. And, you know, this guy sucks, but I'm sure he's going to be happy to have him in the deck. The deck, you know, some of the cards in the deck sucks anyway. Obviously, he's going to be very happy about the Fortress Whale reprint. I think someone might have got him that for Secret Santa or something as a joke. Giant Mech Soldier. This guy isn't one of my favourites, but, you know, he is in the TCG now, so why not? Crazy Fish. This guy's just another beat stick from the early game that's a water creature, which is kind of why the water character deck I was talking about earlier for the Duelist Kingdom sort of era. This is part of the reason why I want to do it, because it just has so many water beat sticks. And they also had legends like Change Slime. Change Slime is awesome. Really, really cool card. Really, really happy to finally have that in English. Desmanian Devil, that's for a character deck. That's a long story. Shovel Crusher. This probably won't be in my Bandit Keith character deck. He sucks. Double Evolution Pill. This is actually for Evil. Just ordered that for the sake of it, really. Two of them actually, and that's how we end. So like that's actually quite a weak ending. That is everything, isn't it? Just making sure. Yeah, that's everything. So yeah, I mean, this was kind of cool. Let's have another look at the Cosmo Queen here. Very, very cool card, that. So I hope you enjoyed this little trip down memory lane. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.